All right. We have Kreesum in the booth if he's able to talk. You got us? Or got
Got
me?
you. I got you.
All right, so starting on the poll here today at Texas, I know I took a couple laps. I'm not great at this. Um, how do you feel? It's kind of gonna go through the race, I guess. Oh, there's supposed to be an intro. Oops. Well, all right. We got, I believe, 8 drivers showing up today. I believe there was 9 that qualified, but I thought there was one that wasn't showing up. How do you feel you're going to do today? How do you feel going into the race? Just tell me what's going through you.
I just feel confident. Confidence really the key here. If you feel really, if you feel not confident in the line you're running, you're just pretty much prone to spin out, cause cautions and whatnot. So the key here is just to be confident with whatever line you're running and just be cautious of the runs around you because you don't know if they're better on you in fuel or have better tires because your line may be the line that wastes more tires. It's a lot of variables, but just feel confident. I just feel confident.
Makes sense. What kind of lines do you think we'll be seeing today, and how do you think restarts are going to shape out for you?
Uh, I definitely see some diamond esque lines coming, and I definitely see some people running the high lane or more or less the middle lane and the low lane. That's pretty much gonna be the dominant lines around here. Do expect people to run the outside on the exit because that gives you a huge run. But yeah,
Right. And one more thing, how do you think side by side battles are, as well as the fact that how much of there is a difference between turns 1 and 2 and turns 3 and 4?
there will be some side by side action. It definitely depends on how clean the drivers are that are battling for that position. It's going to be a little bit difficult to pass because you kind of have to compensate depending on the line you're running. Because if your line requires sliding up, you have to compensate by slowing down a bit so you can stay underneath that driver. And for exits for the turns 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 1 and 2 is slower than 3 and 4. You have to be 5 miles per hour slower in order to stick to the low lane. While
Yeah.
on 3 and 4, you're able to run 180 fine. Then you could gas it up in the middle of 3 and 4.
All right. Well, thank you for talking to us, or, well, I keep on saying us, but it's just me here. Thanks for talking with me. Good luck down on the race, and have fun.
All right, likewise, you too.
All right. I know we accidentally skipped intros, but welcome to Jackal Cup Series, the Jackal Racing Cup Series, Texas 200 here at Texas Motor Speedway. We just talked to Kreesum in the number 26 car. He's starting on the pole today in the Rogers, as well as I believe it's Extreme Motorsports. I'd actually have to look at that. Um, but Rogers 26 red, gray, and white car starting up front. The people that we have so far here today, we are waiting on some people. We have, I believe that is Sleesher currently for who we have here. Sleesher in second in the 21 Home Depot car. In third, we have NASCAR's MK in classic Oreo scheme. I feel like I've only ever seen him in an Oreo scheme in the 20 car. Right behind him is Trainwreck in the number 48 Mountain Dew car. And rounding out your field of the people we have so far is Polar in the iRacing number 54 car. But sitting on pit road, obviously waiting for a couple people. The actual lineup for the race I have here. So what it's supposed to be with all the people here is Kreesum. I believe that's how you're supposed to say his name. Kreesum, Racing Guest Alt would be in second. Sleesher, P3. P4 would be Smart Coder. P5 would be One Yeety Boy. P6 is NASCAR's MK. P7 is Trainwreck. P8 is 8K Isaiah, who has Polar subbing for him. That's what I was thinking. I'm used to seeing the iRacing scheme on 8K. That's because it is his car, so that'll do it. P9 would be Joel, and P10 would be DS Majors. Obviously, still waiting on a couple people here, but we're going to get as many as possible. In the meantime, we can talk about The track, 1.5 mile oval, Texas Motor Speedway, turns 1 and 2, a whole lane wider. However, um, I don't know the exact amount of degrees, but much less banking in turns 1 and 2. So you can really still kind of get on the throttle early because of the fact that it's wide, but it tightens off the corner, back down to 3 lanes off the corner. And then turns 3 and 4 are just 3 lanes, but a lot more banked. So it's going to be tough to get used to, especially side-by-side battles heading into 1 and 2, having to be completely different from where you just came off of in 3 and 4. Definitely going to see some issues there in the race. I've not seen how they race with each other here at this track. I don't know if they get kind of single filed out. I'm not sure if they get um, pack racing the whole time. I've never watched them race here, but it'll be exciting to see. We're going to interview the Sleesher. We're going to get him in here whether he likes it or not. All right, come here, Sleesh. Now in the booth with me. You got me?
I got you, Claude.
You got me. All right, so the official lineup, you are starting technically P3, which would be good. It's on the inside. I believe the inside's the fastest line here. But seeing as how Racing Guest Alt is not here at the moment, you would be starting in P2 on the outside. How do you think this start would work out for you?
You know what? I love Aaron, but I think I'm gonna top him. I'm gonna use that top side, and I'm gonna get around him. Lap one.
Lap one. All right,
Lap
big
one.
expectations here going into lap one. Sleesher, how do you feel about the rest of the race is going to go for you after lap one? Do you think you have a good idea of tire and fuel strategy? How is this going to work out for you?
I think the tire fall is really massive, so you're gonna kind of wanna short pit it. Get those freshies on and run down the leader and put them in the spot to where they have to make the decision of when to pit. You're gonna pit early, make them decide when to come in because they're losing so much time staying out.
All right, now how long do you think it's going to take you guys to single file out?
This is a Jackal race clone. It's gonna take a while.
Is
We're
it?
probably gonna have a couple cautions, back to
Well,
back,
well,
and
not
then
always, not always.
I would say probably a good 20 laps before we're
20
all
laps.
single file.
Okay,
20 laps.
that's a reasonable amount. And what would you say on a scale of green flag all the way to demo derby, 1 out of 10? What kind of race do you think this is going to be like?
I think it's gonna be like a 3. From the it's not gonna be very crashy. I think we might have a few at the start and at the end, but I think it's gonna go green most of the time.
All right. Well, big hopes for you today. I'll think about rooting for you.
Thank you, Chloe.
All
I
right. Well,
appreciate it.
good luck out there, and have fun. All right. We could probably get another person in here. We do have Yikes Piano in the 00 car. That is one Yeety Boy's Old Spice Toyota. So he's subbing for him today. I always love the 00 cars, mainly because I've always ran 00 cars, as well as the fact that my actual car is got a 00 on it. Actually, looks a lot like that one. So always have a place in my heart for the 00. So I'll be rooting for Yikes Piano just a little bit today. I'm also fairly big One Yeety Boy fan, so that'll do it too. Hope he can get something for him. But I don't know if Trainwreck would talk to us. Me. I might just be crazy saying us. Let's look. But in the meantime, we could get Polar in here. If he is here. Hey, Polar, I'm not sure if you're here or not, but if you are, you got me? No, he is not here. All right. Well, that's disappointing. Oh, he can't speak. He cannot speak. All right, well, I'm not sure. Oh, he's suppressed. Oh, okay, okay. Hold on. Are you good now?
Can you hear me?
Yep. There he is.
All right.
All right, so subbing for 8K. I'm not exactly sure of. Are you an Xfinity Series driver?
Yes.
All right. So I'm gonna have a couple questions here. I don't know how much practice you got in. I know you were here a couple minutes ago before the call was here, but how much of a difference would you say, if any, there is between the Xfinity car and the Cup car?
I'd say a lot. I feel a lot um looser in the Xfinity cars, I'd say, than in the Cup cars. I feel more in control here. Like I can get through the turns better. So I feel like that'll most likely play into my hands and help me to try to move up the field since I'm rolling off fifth and hopefully get closer to the front.
All right. And what are your expectations for how today goes for you? I know you're probably not in the Cup car all the time, but do you have a lot of high hopes, or are you just planning on getting through it?
Ah, first race in a Cup car, I have high hopes, but I feel like just high hopes, not really expectations. I'm thinking the best I can maybe do is third at best.
Okay.
I'd love to get second, even a win, but we'll see.
Well, it's always possible, right?
Exactly.
All right. Well, thanks for talking to me and the rest of the broadcast. I wish you luck in today's race. So go get them. Good luck.
All right, thank you. Hopefully it's a good show.
Oh yeah. All right, so that was Polar Garrett, the number 54 car, iRacing machine, um, subbing for 8K Isaiah. Um, let's see, we have Arizona is here now in the number 12. Well, no, that's Thin Blue Nation. I'm not sure. I don't think that's the same person. But Arizona's in call. Yeah, no, that's not him. It seems like they're getting ready to go out. Probably stop interviews for now. Let's see here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cars in the field today, pulling out of pit road. We're going to look through the field one more time here. Starting on the pole, Kreesum in the number 26 car. In the 21 car in second, that is Sleesher. In third, we have Thin Blue Nation in the number 12 Bang Energy car. And starting in fourth, we've got NASCAR's MK in the number 20 Oreo schemed car in the Chevy. Starting in fifth, we've got Trainwreck in the 48 Ford, sponsored by Mountain Dew. In sixth, we've got Yikes. Nope, not Yikes. Polar, the number 54 iRacing cars. I believe they're going green this time. Rounding out your field would be Yikes Piano. No, they're not going green this time. That's good. I felt very rushed. All right, going green this time, though. Lights are off on the invisible pace car. Rounding out your field is Yikes Piano, the 00 Toyota Camry. So you see the drivers warming up their tires. We're gonna look at Kreesum. Starting out after warming up his tires just a little bit. Front right is at 90. Front left is at 81. We're gonna see how that progresses throughout the night. They're gonna be a little bit loose in these first few laps with a little bit colder tires, but they're gonna get it back under control after just a second. As Trainwreck is giving the inside wall a little love tap there for a second. Not sure if we're gonna go green this time. Says it won't stop turning. Not gonna go green. We'll go around one more time. The Trainwreck with issues. Also has the hottest, much hotter front and right temperatures than Kreesum. Take a look at Sleesher's. Sleesher's been warming up his tires real good. 99 on the front left, 96 on the front right. Going green this time. So head into turn number 4. Rolling out of 4, racing on the front straightaway. Green flag is out. The Texas 200. So I head into turns number 1 and 2, still side by side. Sleesher trying to make something work on the outside. He gets on the gas a little bit too early. The 26 going to take that right from him. Oh, the 48 Trainwreck almost going around in the back. He's going to tap the wall just like Kyle Larson did at Vegas, but he's going to be able to get it back underneath him. Still running that high lane, so they're side by side behind the leaders. Not going to make it work though. Already, Yikes Piano gaining 3 positions from the back all the way up to 4th. Sending it into 1 and 2. Oh! NASCAR's MK on the apron. He's going to slide up 3 wide out of the corner. Into the wall he goes. 4 cars, bumper to bumper. Make that 3. Yikes slowly gaining on the leaders as Sleesher tries to make something happen on the outside. Backs down the corners a little bit more, gets a much better runoff than the 26. Trainwreck running all the way up in that high lane. Sleesher now losing a little bit of time on Kreesum. Look back at Trainwreck and Thin Blue Nation. Then gonna hit the inside line, gonna slide up just a little bit loose, but Trainwreck bumps him off the corner, gets back tight again. Trainwreck trying to get around him. Goes high, backs it down a little bit more than him. Sees 8K right behind him. Oh, 8K goes around. Gonna be able to save it. It's not 8K. I meant to say Polar. Now Trainwreck still on the bumpers. There's a 3-car battle for the lead. Yikes Piano made his way all the way up to Sleesher, running it as hard as possible, it seems. Sleesher into the outside wall. As Piano gets around Sleesher. Oh, little taps the corner panel. Sleesher goes almost up into the wall again. They're side by side in the back. Thin Blue Nation almost goes around. He's going to save it. Trainwreck now taking that position from him. Will he get it off the corner, though? Yes, he will not. Yes, he will. It was just my viewpoint. Thin back down to the inside, though. Trainwreck stuck on the outside. Thin is going to clear him. Back down to the inside goes Trainwreck down the back straightaway. Oh, he touches him. They're almost going to make it work. Trainwreck hits the wall. And back to the outside goes Thin Blue Nation. Trainwreck blocks high. Crazy late block. Not late. Actually, right on time. But back down to the inside goes Thin. Trainwreck clears. Tries to pull away. Yes, he will. We might check back in on them later. But Kreesum still holding your lead. As Yikes Piano tries to catch. You'd think if he was able to catch up all the way up from the back, right all the way to him, he'd be able to catch the 26. And he will. The 26 is slow on the bottom. They both go right around him. Yikes Piano, your new leader out of turn number 4. Sleesher caps a wall a little behind him. But back to the bumper goes the 26. What will he do heading into 3 and 4? He tries to get down to the inside. He's almost going to make it there. Hits the apron. Here comes Sleesher to the bumper. Gives him a little push. He's back down to the inside. Off of turn number 4. Now side by side for it. Once again, into 1 and 2. Little sideways on entry. The 26 slides just a little bit. The 0-0 can get a much better run with help from Sleesher on the outside lane. Now Sleesher almost going to clear Kreesum. 0-0's a little bit loose off the corner, but he keeps the speed. Now Kreesum clears Sleesher. Sleesher tries to get back down the inside. He's going to be able to make it there that time. Little bit of a send into the corner. Finds grip, finds traction. He's going to pull away off the corner. No bump to the 21, but the 21 thought he saw it coming to slid up a little bit early. Still kept speed. 21 going to be right on his bumper heading into 1 and 2. A little bit of a nudge, a little bit of a push. Right up to the 0-0 just for a moment there. 0-0 gets in the wall. Sleesher with a little bit of a run to the bumper. He gets on the apron. Sleesher to the bumper once again. He pushes him out of the way. They're both loose. Here comes Kreesum with a run. To the outside of Sleesher, he tries to go. Lets off a little bit, I think. Now bumper to bumper to bumper. Sleesher with a little bit of push heading into 1 and 2. Not a lot, though. He's going to power off the corner. Sleesher's going to go high. The 26 tries to go low. Breaks him a little bit late. Sleesher gets a much better run than the 26. I take that back. Now down to the inside goes Kreesum. Side by side. Behind Yikes. The rest of the field is single filed out and gapped away from each other. Sleesher up on the outside wall. He's going to lose a bit of time there. Kreesum now going to take second back. Now working on Yikes. Big send into 1 and 2. Going to get on the gas early. Not a great run for him. But drafting down the back straightaway. Down to the inside he goes. He lets him have it. Pulls away off the corner. Now Sleesher back in the mix. Almost on the bumper. As Kreesum goes down to the inside. Now 3 wide. Just a little bit off of turn number 3. Kreesum going to lose all that speed there. Trying not to wreck himself. Now here comes Sleesher. Now in second to the bumper of the 0-0. We've seen Sleesher use the bumper on the 26. Will he use it on the 0-0? Heading into 1 and 2. Yes, he will. A little bit of a nudge. Not a lot, though. Going to back down the corner. Not a great run. Here comes Kreesum once again. The outside holding it. Little bit of a door bang. He's going to put him in the wall. The 21 sideways. He almost goes around. He's going to be able to save it. That had to have ruined his tires. Tires down to 87. Let's take a look here at Creason's tires. Creason at 92. As the Yikes Piano now continues to pull away. We're going to look at Trainwreck's tires, 88% compared to Sleesher's tires, who just got in a spin, is 86. Amazingly, Trainwreck, who actually has gotten in a spin, I take that back. He's almost gone around like twice, I believe. So Trainwreck, maybe not the best example for this. However, the leaders who have been battling the hardest, which would be Piano and Prism, have 91% tires, as well as Piano has 92% tires. Yikes trying more of an arcing line as the tires wear down. Not going to work that time. Treason gained a little bit of time there, drafting down the front straightaway. Creasum talked tire saving, he talked strategy before the race, but now he's sending it in as hard as possible. Maybe not as hard as possible, but a lot harder than Yikes Piano. That time back down the corner just a little bit, trying to get a better run. He's to the inside in 1 and 2. He's going to make it there. As NASCAR's MK goes a lap down. But Yikes Piano cleared off of turn number 2. Not a lot Creasum could do. Especially as the tires wear down, that inside lane comes a lot more less reliable. Back down to the inside once again he goes. Yikes going to try to use that run off the corner. Not going to get it that time. He hits the wall. Here comes Creasum. He's going to clear into turn number 3. Yikes Piano tries to keep something on that outside lane. Not going to be able to do it. He hits the wall. Oh, just barely taps it with his right rear corner panel once again. Oh, Creasum hits the inside line. A little bit on the flat. He's going to block low, stays middle. Yikes had nowhere to go but his bumper. Hits the apron once again. Here comes Piano back to the inside out of turn number 4. Not going to clear into 1. He's going to try it here. Clear into turns number 1 and 2. Creasum tries the high lane, tries to arc it back down. Big run for Creasum. Back down to the inside he goes. He thinks about it. He doesn't go for it. 00 hits the apron. Here comes Creasum once again. A little bit of a run. Thin Blue Nation decides to pit. Not sure how long fuel strategy is going to work, but Thin Blue Nation was in the back anyways. Might as well go for it. Because if we think about it, right, if these leaders crash, or Trainwreck, still slightly slowly catching Sleesher, if anyone crashes and Thin Blue Nation pit, he does not have to pit later. All about strategy, might be able to get up to the lead. Anything you can do from all the way back there to try anything. Creasum with a little bit of speed, but still consistently same speed with Yikes. It seems whenever one of them is behind the other, they send it in the corner a little bit harder. Let's take a look at tires. Yikes has 89% tires. We're going to take a look at Creasum here. 88. So Creasum does, or not, Creasum. Yikes has a little bit better tires, but not enough to be this much too much of an advantage. We know Sleesher was talking about how big tire drop. Oh, down to the apron he goes. Kreesum pitting much sooner than all of the other drivers. I know he did talk about maybe short pitting the pit cycles, trying to make something happen there. From second, he's going to go for it. Makes it into his box cleanly. Take a look at Yikes Piano. What's he going to do? He's hitting the brakes. He's going to pit. Now Sleesher up to the lead. Coming to pass Kreesum. Kreesum going to go a lap down for now. Here comes Sleesher down pit road. Trainwreck, your new leader. Trainwreck pitting this time now. As Yikes Piano is going to come back around, he's going to gain his lap back from Sleesher. Or will he? It's going to get right up to him. So he did gain the lap back, but will he gain the lead back? Sleesher got a really good stop. Technically, Trainwreck is still the leader at the moment. No, Kreesum. Not Sleesher. Kreesum, as he comes out of turn 4, will be your leader. Sleesher to second. Kreesum with a short pit strategy seems to work out for him. However, he will have 2 to 3 lap more used tires. Let's take a look at how much that's done to him already. He's at 99%. I'm actually going to guess that Sleesher is also at 99. Yep. Where's Trainwreck? Also 99. So all of them 99. Not really going to affect you too much. But now we got a 2-car battle in the back for third. Yikes Piano trying to get around Trainwreck. Is going to be able to do it that time. He's going to wash up just in front of him. Trainwreck might not be all that happy with that move. But Yikes with a lot more speed, especially on these newer tires. We saw how fast he went through the field on that first restart. So far, no cautions. Lap 37, coming to lap 38 out of turn number 4 on the front straightaway. That is Kreesum. But Yikes gained a little bit of time on Sleesher that time around. Let's see. He's 2.8 seconds back from the leader. Let's see where he is this time around. .5. Sleesher did not gain a lot of time on the leader. However, Yikes did. Yikes giving the 00 a good name. Now coming to lap number 40. Sleesher really loving hitting that grass. The first part of the tri-oval, the front straightaway. Or no, quad oval. Yeah, quad oval. That's what it's called. That time, both Sleesher and Yikes did gain a lot of time on the leader, Kreesum. Remember, Kreesum, your pole winner for Texas. So far, very clean race. The only issues that we've had have been, let's see, I believe it was Sleesher almost spinning out, as well as Trainwreck almost spinning out at one point. NASCAR's MK was having issues earlier. At one point, he was 12 laps down. I feel like that was some technical issues. He's now only 2 laps down, but still on track. We're going to take a look at Sleesher here. Sleesher, your best bet at taking the lead here as the laps wind down towards the next pit cycle or caution. But as these cars are fairly spread out, I'd be really surprised to see if we saw a caution. I was also really surprised when Sleesher told me this is Jackal. It'll take us 20 laps to get spread out. But keep in mind, this is Texas. I think he was a little crazy on that estimate. I don't think there's going to be a lot of cautions, maybe none at all. But now that I say that, commentators curse. Gonna have issues. The Spin Blue Nation comes down to pit once again. Oh, Kreesum heavy into the outside wall. Sleesher gaining down the back straightaway. Sleesher with a great run out of turn number 4. All the way up to the bumper of Kreesum. Send down to the inside. Kreesum gonna let it have it on the corner panel. Kreesum gonna blast off the corner. I guess blast off wasn't the right word for it, huh? But Sleesher once again with another great run. He's gonna go to the outside, back down to the inside. He's gonna push him on the bumper. Sleesher not afraid to use the bumper, as we've seen multiple laps in this race. Now 2-car battle, followed by 2-car battle, followed by 2-car battle, followed by Blue Nation by himself. Sleesher gonna back up the corner just a little bit, down to the inside of Kreesum, off the corner, little loose, both of them are. Sleesher almost spins it out of the corner. Trying to get off of him. Oh, on the apron goes Kreesum, he's gonna slide up the track. Here comes Sleesher once again out of turn number 4. Down the front straightaway. Sleesher, your leader, almost at the line. Heading into 1 and 2. Sleesher going to run the middle lane with Kreesum on his outside. Going to arc it back down to the inside. Slips up just a little bit. Not going to completely clear Kreesum. He's going to let him have that outside once again still. Once the middle, again, arcs it back down to the inside. Kreesum arcs it a little bit better, though. Kreesum with a better run until the exit of the corner. Got on the gas a little bit too early, possibly. But Sleesher cleared and in front. Here comes Kreesum back down the inside. He uses the bumper. Sleesher moves up the track just a little bit. To the inside once again and down the back straightaway. Door banging out of turn number 4. Sleesher heavy into the outside wall. Kreesum gonna clear through quad oval. Sleesher now working that middle to bottom lane once again. Great run out of turn number 2. Where will he go with it? No, we're going to stay right behind him. Backs up the corner a little bit too much. Gets loose on entry. Or should I say tight on entry. Washed up the track just a little bit. The Trainwreck still right behind Yikes Piano, as they've both been catching this whole time. Trainwreck possibly using that as a strategy, pushing him possibly on the straightaways. I haven't been watching them, but they have been catching throughout this whole battle between the 21 car and the 26. Oh, uses the bumper, gets to his inside, and decides he does not want to get passed by Piano. Aggressive move. Going to put him right to the front. As they start to catch lap traffic. What's the 26 going to do? He's going to stay to the outside. He's going to arc it back down to the inside. Friesen with a great run off the corner. Where will he go with it? He tries to go high. He goes back down low, side by side into 3 and 4. Sleesher very aggressive, hits him on the door, now into the outside wall. Friesen with a much better run. Here comes Yikes, Piano, and Trainwreck. Entering the battle for the lead. 4-car battle. NASCAR's MK going to let him by, but that's going to slip up the 00. He goes around. Saves it. No caution. Piano just had nowhere to go. Tried to run the bottom. Top 2 slipped up. There's 3 wide car. Actually, 4 wide, technically. Nothing he could have done any differently there. But now Piano with used up tires. No caution was thrown. Gonna have to try to catch back up as we pass through the smoke at turn number 2. Trainwreck now on the bumper is Sleesher. Sleesher not only having to worry about the person in front of him, but the person behind him. A little bit of a bump out of the corner. Sleesher with a run. He's going to use it on the back bumper of the 26. Oh, down to the inside of Sleesher. Aggressive move. Both of them get very loose. They lose time on the 26. Trainwreck says, I'm faster. Move out of the way. You weren't able to get around him. It's my turn to try. Sleesher once again up into the outside wall. Trainwreck going to clear. Trainwreck going to use the run off the exit of the corner as well as the draft. Oh, he hits the wall. Sleesher is loose. He's going to save it. This Trainwreck now trying to catch up to Friesen with lap traffic up in front of them. Down to the inside goes Sleesher there just for a moment. Sleesher going to lose a little bit of time now. Even gap between 1, 2, and 3 as Piano catches up just a little bit. Friesen, your leader, going to slide up a little bit too early. Lost a little bit of time. Here comes Trainwreck. Going to back up the corner just a little bit more. Great run out of turn number 4 for Trainwreck. He's going to be right on the bumper. There's lap traffic right up in front of them. He's going to get to the inside off the corner. Both of them run into that outside wall. Here comes Sleesher with them two battling. They're going to slow each other down. Trainwreck going to slide up a little bit early. Here comes Friesen back down to the inside. Oh, Trainwreck gets loose. Unintentional big block to the 26. It's going to give up that inside. Huge run off of turn number 2, though. Here comes Sleesher to the bumper of Friesen. He's going to move him up out of the way off the exit of turn number 4. Now down to the inside he goes. Side by side for the lead with lap traffic in front. Help from Sleesher on the bottom. He's going to move them both up. Well, I should say just moves Friesen up, but moves up Trainwreck. Now he's going to block high. Trainwreck to the bottom. A little bit of a push from Friesen. Heading into 3 and 4 once again. Trainwreck going to stay on the bottom. Sleesher runs up top. Prism heads down pit road. Sleesher now still down to the inside of Trainwreck. He's going to door bang him off the corner. Trainwreck into the outside wall. Not pitting this time around. Lap traffic into the wall in front of the leaders. They're gonna go to the bottom. The 12 almost looks like he tries to block. Now passing Kreesum on the apron. Here comes Trainwreck. A little bit of a run. Yikes Piano now trying to get around the 12. The 12 is making it very difficult. As Sleesher and Yikes Piano both go down pit road, Trainwreck, your leader. So we look at Trainwreck. We're going to also look at Yikes Piano off of pit road. Going to pass both of them. Trainwreck still with 130 fuel and 83% tires, the best out of everyone in the field currently. Well, was the best out of everyone in the field. Now that everyone pit, now technically the worst out of everyone in the field. Trainwreck going to see how long it can stay out for. Keep everyone a lap down, hope for a caution. Oh, as Sleesher goes around into the corner, big slide into 1 and 2. We're going to take a look at Sleesher's tires. 97%, just had 100. Trainwreck finally pulls it down pit road. Kreesum going to be your new leader once they catch back around to Trainwreck. Unless Trainwreck does something silly. Kreesum gets on the apron. Here comes Sleesher with a run off the corner. Oh no, Sleesher hits a bump on the front straightaway. Almost goes around. A big bump from Piano. Sleesher into the outside wall. He's going to go around once again, collecting another car. No caution. Excuse me. Tires now at 91%, the worst tires in the field. What was looking like a great run there for Sleesher. Oh! NASCAR's MK puts Sleesher around. Caution comes out. First caution of the night as Sleesher comes sliding across the start-finish line. Kreesum, your leader as they come. I'm not sure if it's a race back, but I'm fairly certain it is. Trainwreck going to be your leader off of turn number 4 as they hit the line. It says he was in second, but he was in the lead. That was the weirdest looking caution I've seen. I don't think that NASCAR's MK and Sleesher are teammates. But I'm not entirely sure. We're going to see who comes down pit road and who doesn't. No one goes down pit road. We're going to get Sleesher in here. See what happened there. Hey, Sleesha, you're in the booth. I was just wondering, what happened there? I saw the bump on the front straightaway that sent you around. I know you went up into the outside wall, but what exactly happened there for the
Uh,
caution for when it eventually came out?
for the caution, I was lagging. My screen was freezing, and I guess I chop blocked NASCAR. It was my fault. So I'm sorry for the fans. I know they wanted the green flag run all the way to the end, but
Yeah,
it
right.
didn't happen.
Well, I'd say some of them are happy about that. So we're gonna let you go here. Focus on pitting. Good luck to you for the rest of the race.
Thank you. I hope you've been commentating well.
I'm trying.
I believe.
Oh, oh man, I kicked him out while he was still talking. Oh, sorry, Sleesher. All I know is that when I'm pitting, that is the most stressful time for me because I am one of the best, actually. Um, maybe not one of the best, maybe the best at missing my pit stop. So I know whenever I'm pitting, I need complete silence. I thought that last lap was the pit lap, so that's why I brought him in. And I saw them all coming down pit road, and I started panicking. So that is Sleesher, who we just talked to. He's currently in third on this restart. Everyone with 100% tires. Only NASCAR's MK, one lap down. He got the lucky dog that time around. Gonna go green right next time. Gonna go green next time. I'm not sure if NASCAR's MK pit. Let's take a look at his tires. 89%. He did not pit. He needed the wave around, so he took it. They double up. Prism going to be your controller of the restart. On the outside of him is the Yikes piano. And green flag is waving here once again. They're side by side for second position, heading into turns number 1 and 2. Fleischer to the bumper of Prism. He's going to push him up just a little bit out of the corner. He's going to, both of them are going to clear Yikes piano off at turn number 2. The outside goes Fleischer. Big run for him. Going to get on the gas too early. Fuller pushing Trainwreck. Big push to the bumper. Trainwreck almost going to hit Fleischer. Oh, Yikes is loose on the apron. 3 wide for second. Grissom now pulling away just a little bit. Trainwreck uses the door of Fleischer out of turn number 4. They're side by side, 2 rows back behind the leader. Now make it 3 wide, entering turns number 1 and 2. Piano said, I want that position, so he took it still 3 wide. No, 2 wide. Gonna clear off the corner, almost like a slide job. Big bump to the bumper of Piano. Oh, issues there for the... Oh, he goes around. 2 cars, 3 cars involved. Caution flag is out once again. Not exactly sure what happened there for Polar. Very slow up on the apron. He said his screen froze. Technical issue for him. They race back to the line. Big send into the corner for the 0-0. Help from Sleesher. Sleesher going to put himself around. Too much of a bump. As here comes Piano down to the inside of the 26. He's going to clear to the line. Second caution of the night. Fuel line cut. That's what it looked like. Are open this time. Ooh, number 12 car, Thin Blue Nation. Speeding penalty going to be to the back on this restart. I'd like to get Yikes Piano in here. However, he's suppressed in the other call, which means if I bring him in here, I have to mute and unmute him, in which then he has to mute or unmute himself physically afterwards, which while you're driving or even pacing, you cannot do. So as much as I would love to have Polar and Yikes Piano in the call, I cannot currently. Ooh, green flag this time. Green is back out waving here once again. Polar on the pole of this restart. He's got 94% tires. Everyone else is 100% there. 3 wide for third. Reason with a bump to the 54. Oh, train wreck sideways into the outside wall. With help from Piano. Piano now trying to make some of that ground back up with train wreck to the back. Reason with speed all the way to the bumper of the 54. He's going to go down to the inside. He's going to tap the apron. Here comes Fleischer. Not going to make anything up there. Down to the inside goes Prism. Fleischer going to follow. Big run for Polar, though. 3 wide off the corner. Fleischer muscled his way in there. I don't think I've ever seen a move like that before. 3 wide heading into 3 and 4. Polar going to try to make it stick on that high side. He's going to be able to do it, but they're going to clear him off the corner. He'll lose 3 positions in 1 corner. Oh, big bump to the bumper is Fleischer. Only going to help him, though. Fleischer going to clear Piano. Going to let him have that high side back, though. Two by two. Polar going to go high, side by side for the lead. Door banging, heading into 1 and 2. Here comes Piano down to the inside. Going to try to make it 3 wide. He's almost going to be able to do it. Still behind Fleischer. Sending it 3 wide on the bottom, spins it around in front of the field. 2 cars around, make that 3 up and over. Goes Piano out of turn number 4. Did not see that one coming. Big crash. Red flag is out. Piano just sent it in a little bit too hard. I don't think they were expecting him to send it in that hard. Take a look at that here. Yeah, it was just Leisure thought he had the bottom. Leisure went for the bottom. Piano thought, I have the bottom. Sent it in just a little bit too hard, trying to outbrake him. Sent the whole field around. Went upside down. That was actually the car that they were riding on board with. Take a look at Yikes Piano's tires after that. Obviously, he's going to pit anyways, but 90% tires. He'll put into the back. Third caution of the night. Up and over. Goes for 0-0. '54 car to the back. He was outside of his pit stall. Lee Puller was fairly near the back, I believe. Anyways. Drew Green next time around. Warming up the tires on the back straightaway. Swisher currently your leader for this restart. Friesen been up front all day, first, second, or third. Hasn't really had a lot of issues. Now that I say that, he probably will. But pretty much stayed clean all race. Let's see what he can do on this restart and stay to the outside. Green flag is back out waving once again. He's immediately going to drop back to position, but lots of help from the 12 just for a moment. 12 going to try to go high. Trainwreck blocks high. Down to the inside goes Friesen. Trainwreck into the outside wall. Once again, he seems to do that every single restart. To the back he goes. NASCAR was loose off of turn number 2. 0-0 tries to go to the inside of Friesen. He's going to make it there. NASCAR sees a gap and opportunity. He goes for it as well. NASCAR with a big run off of turn number 4, drafting both Piano and Swisher down the first straightaway. 26 went down to the inside, made it stick. Friesen back up to third. A little bit of bump to NASCAR's MK by Trainwreck. He gets loose, comes back down into everybody. Huge run for him, though. 3 wide for third. A little bit of a bump to your leader, Swisher. Swisher into the outside wall. They're 3 wide behind him. Friesen on the bottom to be able to clear both of them. Side by side for the lead. Huge bump to the bumper with a 26. That's going to help him. Huge run. No, it's not going to help him. Looks like it did. Holding on to the outside, Piano tried to make something happen. Not a lot up there, though. Gonna get a good run out of turn number 2. Down to the inside he goes. Gonna tap the apron just a little bit, but Fleischer gonna hit his right rear corner panel. It's gonna send them both sliding up just a little bit. None of them really get a good run. Here comes the 26 to freeze them. Now getting away from the rest of the field, the same 3 pull away. Fleischer back down to the inside. The 0-0 slips up just a little bit. Into the wall goes Piano. Here comes Freezem. Freezem going to tap the apron off exit. Big run for him, though. Tries to go low. Instead, gives Fleischer a bump. Now Piano's going to file back behind them. We'll see what kind of gap he can try to find. The rest of the field has caught up just by those 2 laps there. A little bit of a bump to freeze him off the corner. Freeze him with a run. Nowhere to put it, though. Fleischer heavily blocking. Here comes Trainwreck. Up to the bumper of 3rd. Big bump to the bumper of Fleischer. Freeze him now down to the inside. Trying to make something more happen. Piano tried to make something. Side by side, door banging. Here comes Trainwreck with a bump. 26 is loose. So is Piano. Hits Trainwreck. Trainwreck is loose. They're going to be able to make it work, though. Thin Blue Nation, once again, one of the earliest hitters down pit road. Oh, no. Piano tried to go low underneath Fleischer. Fleischer tried to go low underneath Freezem. Didn't work out for Piano. Trainwreck now trying to make something happen on Fleischer. Fleischer's going to send it in. Trainwreck's going to back up the corner just a little bit more. Good run off the corner for Trainwreck. Where's he going to go with it? He's going to push him. Oh, huge issue for Freezem. Not sure what happened there. Slid up too early. Might have gotten in the wall. Wasn't really looking at him. And now 3 wide for the lead off of turn number 2. Fleischer going to get the run off the corner. Now back down to 2x2. Fleischer going to run up a little bit off the corner. Trainwreck going to barely clear Freezem. Oh, the 8, not 8K. His puller was very loose. Oh no, Trainwreck almost goes around. He's going to save it. He's going to send Fleischer around. Fleischer going to save it now. New leaders, Freezem, once again. The Piano pulls away with Freezem on the outside. Trainwreck sent it in just a little too hard. Sent them both around. Freezem now pulling away from Piano. Piano with a little bit more fuel, but a little bit less fire. Trainwreck now catching up to both of them. Jack's Piano catching a lot off of turn number 4 right there. Right on that white line. Jack's Piano, great corner right there. You're going to catch a lot. By a lot, I mean like 3 feet, but that's a lot, man. Arcing it a lot more than Prism is. He messed up the corner a little bit that time around. Great entry, though. Great exit, going to gain a little bit more this lap time, or this time around. Great run there for Piano. What will he do into 3 and 4 once again? Gained a little bit of time that time around, 1/10. He's going to hit that outside wall, going to lose it all back again. See how much he lost. Man, lost 4/10 that lap. Might still see one more pit cycle here. Have less than 30 laps to go. Trainwreck now, almost to the bumper of Yikes Piano. Big send by Trainwreck trying to catch. Yikes Piano did lose a little bit more time on the leader that time around. Trainwreck with a big run off of turn number 2. Still not gaining a lot on that Camry. Piano working the middle lane, seeing what he can do. Here comes Trainwreck, gained a lot of time off that corner. Oh, issues for Kreesum. Piano gonna gain like a whole 7/10 on him just out of turn number 1 and 2. Turns number 1 and 2. Numbers 1 and 2. I don't know. Grammar isn't my thing. All the way up to 4/10 behind, even between the leader, second, and third distance-wise. Gonna gain even a little bit more time down the back straightaway. He's got to stay perfect to catch. They're not going to have enough fuel to make it. It'll be as close as possible for when you do pit, but when you get back out, you'll be able to pass him once again. Five tenths behind now. Needs Kreesum to make some mistakes. Kreesum has better tires. There's a mistake right there. That's what he needed. Piano all the way up to the bumper. What will he do? He's going to go to the middle. He's going to arc it back down to the bottom. Little bit of a bump to the bumper, but he hit the apron. He's going to slide up the track. He's going to lose a little bit of time, but still within drafting distance. Trainwreck same exact distance between first and second as second and third. Once again, big run for Piano. He's going to send it in there down to the inside, perfectly on the apron line. Huge run out of turn number 4. They're going to stay side by side going into turns number 1 and 2. Thin Blue Nation pitting once again. Prism trying to stay on that outside lane. This Piano touches the apron, he's going to slap a little bit. Oh, gets on his side door. Or corner panel, I should say. Still there. Not going to clear just yet. Finally going to clear through the center of turns number 1 and 2. Prism having to save a little bit more. Thin Blue Nation going to get penalized. He's outside of his box. Down to the inside once again here. Going to get to the corner panel and going to move him up just a little bit. The Piano still with the run off the outside lane. Going to be able to keep it. Trainwreck seeing this happening in front of him. He wants a piece of the action. Frees him all the way down to almost 100 fuel as he clears Piano. They're going to have to pit soon. Will they pit for tires or just fuel? Piano going to use the bumper. He's going to try to move him up out of the way. He's going to get a better run. Freezing going to try to block low. Not going to be able to make it there. Yes, he will. Piano not liking what he just did. Piano with a send into 3 and 4. He's going to run the outside. Going to arc it. Going to be able to keep it. Kreesum goes down pit road. Does not speed. Piano now down the back straightaway. Trainwreck right behind. The 12 car sped again. Piano now down pit road. Trainwreck, as he does, lasting the longest. He still has 140 fuel left. He has probably about one more lap before it starts to get sketchy. We keep looking at Trainwreck here. Your leader, Kreesum, who was the leader. Or Piano, I meant to say Piano, who was the leader, still down pit road. He's now getting going out of his stall. Here comes Trainwreck back around. Trainwreck, your leader. Trainwreck is going to need a really great stop to be able to keep this lead. Yes, he's going to pit this time around. Does not speed. Great entry for Trainwreck. Let's see if we can get in his box. He can. Great stop for Sleesher. Not for Sleesher, for Trainwreck. Not sure everyone is hit yet. Oh, they have. Piano was in second, but Trainwreck going to pull out so far ahead of everyone that Trainwreck is going to be able to keep the lead. NASCAR's MK is not hit yet. Trainwreck still your leader. As, oh, Piano goes around. Not going to collect another car. Sucks for him, though. The Trainwreck still pulling away as long as there isn't a caution. I believe he may have this. Trainwreck did only get fuel. We'll take a look at NASCAR's MK. Yeah, NASCAR MK pitting this time, putting Trainwreck as your leader. Creasum in second, about 8 seconds back. Down on the inside goes the 54. Fuller going to power move off of turn number 4, up to third. 3 cars battling here. See, that'll do it. That's why Trainwreck got so much farther ahead. Everyone else got tires. When Trainwreck only got fuel, he knew that if he only got fuel, they wouldn't be able to catch up to him in those last few laps. However, they have caught about a second that last lap, but I don't think they're going to be able to catch all the way back up. However, they are spread out. They're not battling. I just don't think the tire drop-off is enough. Freezem gets loose off the corner. Yeah, not gaining anywhere near enough time. They're going to need a caution. They're going to need someone to wreck. There's 2 cars battling in the back. We're going to take a look at that. Jake's Piano and NASCAR's MK. NASCAR going to fall a little bit behind, though. Nothing anyone can do. Next time around, it is 2 laps to go for Trainwreck. Trainwreck comes out of turn number 4. White flag this time. White flag for Trainwreck. There's a battle for second. Oh, the 4 car almost gets up on 2 wheels there. But Trainwreck heading into turn number 3. Into 4. And out of 4 for the final time. Trainwreck going to be your winner, the Texas 200 at Texas Motor Speedway. Trainwreck upside down in a shower of dirt. He's going to win round number 15 of 18. It's a fuel mileage race. And you know what? That's what some races come down to. But your finishing order, Trainwreck, your winner, Creasum in second, Polar in third. Great race for him. I know he wanted a top 3, and that's exactly what he got. He said he thinks he can get third, and that's what he got. Sleesher in fourth. Piano up front, really fast all day. Bad luck towards the end. He's going to finish P5. NASCAR's MK, P6. Thin Blue Nation. Lots of issues with pit road. He's going to finish in 7th, rounding out your field. Trainwreck does burnouts. We're going to see if we can get some interviews here. I know we can't interview Trainwreck because he doesn't like talking. Well, let's see. Let's ask him. All right, yeah, we're not going to get an interview from Trainwreck. So let's take a look at, let's see if we can get Kreesum in here. Kreesum finishing second. Was your poll winner. Kreesum, it's Clone Trooper in the booth. You got me?
Yep, I got you.
Well, promising race for you today. Started on the pole, up front all day, constantly battling for the lead. A lot of laps led. What do you think went wrong for you in the end to where Trainwreck got this win?
Made the wrong call on the pit stop. That's all I could really say.
Yeah, I saw he was the only one who decided not to take tires.
Because that really gave him the win. He made a really smart call. Everyone took tires, he didn't. That gave him the win, so props to him.
Was the plan when you took tires, were you thinking about it, or was the plan thinking that there would possibly be a caution that you'd be use those tires on? What was exactly the plan for that pit call?
It just happened subconsciously. I just felt confident with taking the tires. I thought everyone else would take tires because, well, tires really do matter here. But he made it work. He won the race. All I could say is props to him.
Yeah. And with tire fall off, how would you say the amount of tire fall off that we were talking about before the race? I personally feel like it was a lot less than a lot of people were expecting. How do you feel tire fall off was here?
Oh yeah, I also thought the same thing. I thought tire fall off would be more than it actually occurred. I didn't want to play the risk game, but because I taken the risk paid off.
Yep.
For Trainwreck.
Some things you got to do. All right.
Yeah.
Well, good racing out there. You were very fast. Hope to see you in the booth next time if I'm here, and good luck for round 16.
Thank you.
All right. Well, he's the only one that I can still, or he was the only one I can still interview. I could probably get Polar in here. Yeah, actually, I can get Polar in here. Polar finished P3. First, we have to mute and then unmute him. All right. Clone Trooper in the booth. You got me, Polar?
Yeah.
All right. So I know you were talking about how you wanted a top 3 finish. You felt like you could do that. Throughout the race, you definitely seem to be having a lot of issues, but towards the end there, you got pretty much exactly what you wanted. What exactly happened there for you to be able to get up to that top 3 position and finish fairly good place?
Options. I was lagging all day and I couldn't do much. Like on the very start, I lagged and I hit the wall and I was already behind, so I just had to keep praying on cautions. And once they came and the lag slowly went away, I was able to maintain and played a little bit of fuel strategy on the last stop, but it was definitely nice to get P3 in my debut.
Yeah. And did you get tires on that last stop?
No.
No. Oh.
Yeah, I was trying to do whatever I could to stay up as close to Kreesum as I could. I thought it was going to be him winning, but I didn't realize what Trainwreck had done.
Well, great racing out there. You put on the best competition you could. Obviously, not a lot of luck there in the start with lag and technical issues, but you brought it back for a good P3. Hopefully, this can mean possibly a future in Cup. Get out of the Xfinity Series and show some team owners what you can do.
Hopefully so. Thank you.
Yep. All right. Good luck for. I'm not sure what round the Xfinity Series is in, but good luck for the next race that you are in, and thanks for racing today.
Thank you.
All right. I believe. That is all we can interview. But thank you for everyone who came out. Thank you for all the drivers, the substitutes, the people in the stream. Thank you for anyone who rewatches the stream. Great race here today. Definitely came down to pit strategy, which is not a thing that you see on Roblox all the time. So, really good race, good battles throughout. Thanks for coming, and stop by next time for the round of 16 or round 16 out of 18. All right, bye.